Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Toonkind D&D Adventure with EGAD! Yay! I'm Whis,
Wow.
and I am your tour guide for today. So, just start us off. Can I please have our wonderful players introduce themselves top to bottom and who they're playing today?
Oh man, I'm at the top, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I am. Okay. Sometimes I'm not. So it's, Hello, I am Ike, and I get to play as the goofy old man who founded EGAD, Ollie. He's a little mute explorer man, and he's got some errands to run today, and he's dragging some friends with him.
Well, I'm Ollie. Not that Ollie.
Not to be confused with player Ollie. My Ollie is a different Ollie from this Ollie. I can promise you.
That's fine.
Ollie is not my OC. Ollie, my character, is a whole different thing.
I'll be playing Seven. He's a fighter, and he's Jared 19, but not 19.
Oh my
anyway.
god. You're 19 and you've never learned how to
I guess that's me now. Hello, my name is Sasha. I will be playing as my funky Scottish bookman who absolutely loves to cook.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, cool. So our adventure today opens up with Ollie needing to go into town for some errands, and it's a matter of habit to take some of the EGAD members with him. So with Laura and Seven in tow, we're heading into town, and I'm going to start everybody off with a perception roll.
Oh, right off
buddy
the bat.
boy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, Ollie, what's your heckin' perception?
Okay, that's a 10.
Average.
Perception. Oh, okay, it's not too bad.
Nice.
Listen. I have an excuse. He's old.
I know, I was about to say.
Best. He wears glasses for a reason. I too have glasses.
Okay,
And
fantastic.
sometimes you can't see very far away. It's just going to be a blurry mess.
All right,
He's
cool.
an old man.
If he's not focusing properly with the glasses. Maybe he's driving and he can't focus. Anyway.
Who knows? No, you're definitely not driving. So you're walking down the street, and okay, so that's a 10, a 17, and a 7 for Mr. Thomas. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from Ollie, please? Ollie Thomas. Ollie, old man.
Well, good thing this old man can actually move pretty damn good. Ironically.
Just starts doing Matrix moves.
Listen,
Can't see, but he's fast.
Nice.
That's a 17.
Oh gosh. Okay. So you're walking down the street, maybe towards the grocers or something like that. And Laura and Seven, you kind of looking down the row of shops, and you've been in this town before, and you've noticed that one of the shops, which was vacant the last time you were here, is now been occupied. Ollie doesn't notice so much, and as you walk past this shop, it looks like it's a bookshop of some sort, and then there's a crunk, 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 and then from the door of the bookshop, a book flies. But as it flies out of the door and looks like it's about to connect with Ollie's head, oh look, there's a pretty little dandelion flower from between the slabs of concrete of the footpath. I'll lean down and pick that over the top of his head.
Listen. Ollie has had experience with books being thrown by supernatural things or not supernatural things. I don't think Ollie noticed the book now, did he?
Nah.
He was too focused on a flower.
Yep.
Oh my god. Ollie, buddy.
Ollie.
Can I roll to attack the book?
To attack the book?
Okay, yeah, sure. Go nuts.
Okay,
Roll
cool.
to attack
Thank
the
you.
book. Why not?
Cool. Alright, let's go. As a slight bit of explanation, Seven's under the impression that he's a bodyguard, not so much an EGAD member. He is completely wrong about this. He's already accepted, you know.
Oh my gosh, 7.
God, Seven.
Seven,
You
please.
hit the book. Do you want to roll
Wait,
damage?
should I roll? Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, 2d6. Alright.
I can't believe this.
Luke just sort of stands there, kind of looks over at Seven, kind of looks at Ollie, and he's like, I'm not drunk enough for these.
Ollie, I'm taking Ollie has noticed at this point that this man is indeed throttling a book, like a normal math book.
How have you attacked this book, 7?
So Seven has a great sword. That thing is just speared on it.
Oh my god.
So Ollie looks up from picking this little flower from between the pavers of the sidewalk, and 7 has very expertly sliced in half a book titled Self-Defense for Dummies.
Ollie's just giving a look like, was that necessary?
Look, it tried to attack you, and I took it down. That's my job.
Just kind of continues to look between the two of them.
He's just gonna like write in his little notepad to be like, you don't have to worry about that. I've had enough experience with these kinds of things. I don't think there's any other books wanting to help me, so I can't assume that this one is just gonna attack me on the spot.
I believe that 7
appreciating for the consideration though.
I think 7 got the highest perception roll from earlier, so it's at this point that 7, you're welcome to notice that the bookshop you were standing out the front of, there is a lot of crashing and bashing and all sorts of noise coming from inside that shop.
7 points the greatsword towards the bookshop with the book still on it. Like, I imagine it's like kind of lodged on there, and he just starts walking towards the shop.
Or just kind of reaches over and like takes the book off of it, kind of like flips through the pages a bit, and then tries to find where it originally would have been, so he can put it back.
We're just gonna put this back.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Not our problem right now.
Oh dear, and I
It
find
was
this
self-defense.
I find this exceptionally funny because Sasha, would you describe to the audience what Laura looks like?
Oh yeah. How do I explain this? So Lur is a short little man, but with a book for a head.
There's gonna be a lot of books, and that's
He's got a singular eye with a mouth on this book, because he's a book man.
7, I don't. Okay, so I'm dying because I didn't realize that, but I don't think 7 would be oblivious to the implications there.
Yeah, he's just kind of staring at 7 like nervously now, like.
It's just like, please don't do the same thing to my face. That doesn't sound like a very good idea at all.
Oh, bless. Okay, so with 7 advancing towards the bookshop, everybody is now welcome to notice that this bookshop, it is new. It is definitely wasn't here the last time you were in town. And it is called Pug's Book Emporium. And there's a little bell that jingles over the door as you enter. And, yeah, it kind of looks like a tornado hit in here. There are books all strewn everywhere. And there's, a couple of dust clouds, they're really toony dust clouds here and there, and they keep going shoop into a different corner and going dust cloud, shoop, shoop, and it's just pandemonium. And the one thing that you all see, and I'm not going to make you roll for this one, is there is somebody trying to mitigate the chaos. And here is the hurriedly drawn picture of him that I almost forgot to draw.
Oh,
Oh, a friend.
He's about
Aww.
he's about 3'7".
He's
A
a
little
friend.
a little worn pug. I think there's this particular name for that kind of fur pattern, but he's that kind of tan with the dark brown muzzle and ears and dark brown tail, wearing a little
I think it's
collar,
Sable.
something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
or maybe that's ferrets. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not.
He's a pug. He's a dog.
He's a
Dougie.
yeah.
He's a
Low
baby.
So he's running
That's
backwards and
a bee.
forwards between all of these quickly moving dust clouds, and there's books flying out of each one, and he just seems a bit distressed. He's like, oh no, stop it.
Ollie's gonna
Oh,
try walking over right away and just go, hey, but like he gives like a little gentle wave to be like, do you need help?
Laura's still trying to find which bookshelf the book belongs in.
Oh,
so I'm not a nerd, but I don't think bookshops are supposed to be like this.
Oh dear. Can I get an investigation from Laura for finding where the Self-Defense for Dummies now perforated edition belongs?
15.
15. Oh yeah, you can definitely find a shelf that, while it's completely in disarray, there seems to be other sort of for dummies. There's a small shelf of the For Dummies series. You can find a spot for it there.
Lou just pushes the book into the shelf and just pats it gently and gives it a solemn look, and he's like, I'm sorry.
Splendid.
Fallen soldier.
As Seven speaks, and as Ollie goes up to this little tune, he sort of does this little jump and turns. Oh, customers. Oh, I'm very sorry. This is not really the opening day that I was expecting, but hello, welcome to the Emporium. Is there a particular book you were looking for?
Fellow Scott.
I think Ollie's gonna write down, not exactly here for a specific book, but might I ask what happened here?
He's going to take a minute, look down at the notepad. Oh, yes, it's... we were all set to open today, and then the bookshop bounders, they've wrecking the place. And when he says that, there's this sort of kind of noise from those dust clouds, and you can actually see what was in them. I got another picture, and they look like this. There's 3 of them, and they're little
Oh my gosh.
UPA looking potteroos. And they're kind of like hopping around and sticking their noses into every last book and throwing stuff everywhere. But then when they were addressed, they sort of stop and look owlishly at you.
Oh boy.
Ollie's just staring back quietly, because knowing him, he's just deep in thought, like, oh.
Or is just slowly trying to hide his face
regret
from
not
these
taking
gremlins.
him with me.
Laura's just trying to hide his face from these gremlins.
And I can't remember how tall Ollie is compared to Lur, but
Laura
he's just gonna stand in
is
front.
Laura's 4'11".
Okay, we're basically the same height. He's just gonna stand right in front of you then. He's just gonna like try to make sure they avoid view, and he's just gonna keep his eyes on them.
The little pug too sort of puts his hands on his hips and shakes his head. The bookshop bounders are really quite naughty, but they're looking for something, but they're pulling the bookshop apart trying to find it.
Is it a specific kind of... Do you know... Exactly. Hold on, I forgot where I was trying to go with this sentence. Is it... Do you have like a rough idea of what they're trying to find?
No idea at all. They just sort of started going nuts in probably 10 minutes. But that's not the kind of reception we want to give to our customers. It's a bit distressing.
Yeah, I did kind of throw a book at my client, so...
Oh, no.
mean-
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Ollie just kind of gives like a little wave, like, nah, it's fine.
We're just looks over
He's
at
just
Seven
usually
once more.
smiling.
He's still kind of afraid of him. Still pretty scared of Seven.
I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
So, with these dog things,
Mm-hmm.
Say that again. I didn't quite catch that.
Seven's just like, so what do we do with these dog things?
The Bounders aren't
Oh.
really dogs. They're Borderoos. But no, they live here. They're friends of mine, but they are very stubborn. I beg your pardon. I shall have you must introduce myself. My name is Pug.
Ollie kind of holds out a hand to shake his hand. Or paw.
You're having a handshake with a
hand.
very enthusiastic little pug.
Oh.
Kind of like
Ollie also writes down on the side, well, my name is Ollie.
or kind of quietly he's like, Benjamin, well, just don't call me Benjamin, I'd prefer Lur.
Oh, Mr. Ollie.
Seven doesn't introduce himself. I'm sorry.
He just kind of stands there. Like, okay, you guys are doing your thing. Okay, I'll just be here.
Seven just standing there.
Pug is going to turn and kind of look at Seven expectantly, just for like an extended second. But when he kind of gets the idea, okay, nothing is forthcoming there. All right.
Seven just kind of looks back, just kind of dead-eyed.
Oh my
And
God.
your friend there, does he have a name?
No clue.
Ollie kind of like taps his pencil against the notepad for a moment and kind of writes down. I will admit I am trying to remember every single member's name. We're from EGAD. Again, is there? He kind of like pauses writing for a moment to think. And he continues writing again. I don't suppose you have tried asking what these little critters are searching for? Exactly.
They hardly sit still long enough to answer any questions. They're also very talkative. But maybe there's a book in the shop that could help us find things. That might be useful. Do you reckon I could? I know this is an imposition and you're a customer, so but would you be interested in helping me find out how we can help the bookshop bounders find things?
Ollie's gonna nod without hesitation.
Lur kind of notices Ollie nodding and he like hesitantly nods along.
Seven's like, I'll help because the old man is helping. That's it.
Oh, Seven's gonna be the straight man. Okay. Oh dear. Fun times. Pug looks delighted when you say this, and he sort of gives a tiny little clap, little paps of his little tiny paws. Oh, thank you very much. To the wheelie ladder! And he just does this little ta-da kind of pointing finger in the air kind of pose, and then he trots over to one of those ladders with the wheels on the bottom that you can roll backwards and forwards along the bookshelves, and he climbs up to like the middle step, and then looks over at you with his little curled tail is sort of wagging a little bit. It's like, will one of you push me?
Kind of like stands there and he's like, what?
Ollie's gonna go and climb on as well, if that is okay.
Oh yeah,
And
there's
he's
enough
going
room.
to push with his foot so that it starts moving.
All right, sweet. Can I please have a strength check?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll see. Can you push this thing, this ladder on wheels with a pug on it? What was that? Strength? So I guess I'm trying to figure out which bit. Is it just strength in general?
Yeah, just your general strength.
Okay, hold on. Let me find my stats. Okay. You'd be surprised. He has a +1. I still need to update some of the stats, but that's okay.
13, that's not too bad.
That's a 13.
So it's definitely not super smooth because you're doing it with 1 foot, so it's in little bursts. But you do slowly make your way across this fairly sizable bookshelf. And as you roll past the shelves, Pug is looking at the books on the shelf and he's like, now let me see. Procrastination, pedantry, aha! Pirates! And he grabs a book off the shelf and then slowly gets down the ladder and waiting for Ollie to get off so he has room to get to the floor.
Oh yeah, he'll move out of the way right away.
Cool. So he'll get off the ladder and he'll take this book over to this little counter and put the book on it and looks over at you all and says, "This is a book called Finding the Hidden Treasure." And he opens it up and he starts to read. And he says, "Long, long ago there were the greatest pirates of all time hiding their treasure across the sea." And as he says these words, I'm going to get everyone to do me another perception check.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Hopefully it'll be better than the original one. Never mind, that was
Yeah, this is this old man's perception again. Gosh, dang it. I swear I'll remember it one day.
Holy moly, 7.
Oh my god, 7.
Oh my god, 7 is just
Hyper-vigilant.
2020 vision.
7 sees all.
He does like the idea of
Yeah, Ollie's
treasure.
okay.
Nice, 14. Okay, so for Laura, you kind of distracted, still keeping an eye on the bookshop bounders. And when you blink, the scene has changed. For Seven and Ollie, as you're watching Pug read out loud, you can see the scenery around you kind of do a bit of a wibbly-wobbly scene transition around you. And after, it only lasts a second, but then the 4 of you are no longer in the bookshop. You're standing on a desert island with palm trees and a beautiful blue ocean and blue sky, very picturesque. And Pug is standing there holding on to this book that he was reading from, the same book, with the picture of a pirate ship on the front. And he just sort of looks around, nods, closes it, and sticks it in his hammer space. And then puts his hands on his hips and gives a nod.
Or, immediately upon seeing the seasoning, the surroundings change, just like, oh god, am I high? What happened? Did I get drunk?
Ollie is just definitely taking note, like, okay.
Who drugged my alcohol?
This has to be, like, the work of, like, a enchanted book or something. Or maybe the Pug has something up their sleeves that we don't yet know about, despite not having any sleeves.
He's a toon, that doesn't stop him.
Oh god.
It's true. I mean, some cartoon animals have, like, pulled up their fur as sleeves for some reason. I do not picture him doing it, though. He's too cute for that.
Pull up the arm and there's just bones underneath. Yeah. I mean, that's on brand. He's a dog. Okay. So Pug is sort of seems to not be concerned about the change at all, and looking around going, right, now, we have to find that pirate. Shall we carry on?
Laura's still freaking out. He's like, am I dreaming?
Pardon, what? Pardon me, Mr. Pug, but, where are we?
And he just sort of turns and looks at Seven and says, have you never read a book before?
No.
Lure just immediately looks over at Seven at that.
Ollie's just gonna slowly nod and write down, between the 3 of us, I can assure that I have at least read a book. I don't recall any book doing this before.
Yeah. Read many books, and he himself, being a book, knows a lot about books. This has never happened to him before.
Well, I'm happy to be reading you your first one. Let's be off. And he starts trotting through the sand across the this desert island. I say desert. It's more tropical.
Let's just Let's just pinches himself, and he's like, "Oh God, I'm not dreaming."
Ollie's just gonna pat Fleur on the back, like a friend would, to like reassure, be like, "Hey, it's okay." And he writes down, "Look, I am not entirely sure either. Let's just go with it. There's much to be explored, isn't there?"
Okay. And Lur just hesitantly walks with Pug.
Yeah, we'll follow along. What's up?
I love the variety of reactions to this. This is actually really funny. Okay.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Can I please get a dexterity saving throw from everybody, please?
Oh, buddy boy.
I do one for Pug.
Am I gonna like trip on sand?
Oh,
I am so happy that was Pug.
oh my God, I got a 16.
Yeah, poor old man has
That's
to
a nat
Apparently
one.
we're tripping on sand. Okay then. It's rough course gets everywhere.
No. Why is Lur the only one that's able to hold his ground?
Oh dear. Maybe it was.
Seven's a little taken aback.
Maybe it was because Lure is still sort of freaking out about the rather abrupt scene transition. But as you're walking along the sand, there is a moment where there was Pug and Ollie and Seven in front of you, and then there's a quiet little yep from Pug as all three of the other members of the party fall into these fairly nice, perfectly round holes in the sand.
Oh God.
Like, Ollie, I don't think he's able to show anybody of what he's trying to say, but I'm sure in his head, he's internally thinking, is this supposed to be part of the book that Pug was reading?
These aren't particularly
Book
deep holes.
sucks.
And it's sand at the bottom, so nobody takes any damage. But, like, after you've kind of gathered yourself, you can stand up and it comes to about chest height.
Oh. Well, he's just gonna write in his notepad again and just go, is that intentional?
Pug takes a minute, like he has a moment where he looks particularly dizzy before he shakes his head a little bit with the marble in a can kind of noise. Before climbing out of the hole, and he brushes himself off and he looks around and goes, "How curious. There are lots of holes all over the beach." And he points, and the beach looks like Swiss cheese. There are holes everywhere.
Huh.
Just kind of looks around, and he's trying to help everyone else. He's trying to pull everyone out of the holes.
Cool.
Much
You can do that with
appreciated.
no trouble whatsoever.
Yes. Even if I had to roll, he's very strong. He's a very strong man.
I'm gonna gently hold her. I'm gonna gently hold him.
Yes. Gently hold a bookman.
Seven clambers out, but his momentum means he almost like eats shit into another hole. But he manages to right himself just in time.
Well, he's definitely
So-
taking note of the holes. Why would this place have so many holes?
Where that treasure is supposed to be or something?
I mean, it could be. He continues to write down, it could be these supposed pirates that Hug mentioned. Maybe they're digging and trying to find the right spot, but don't know where the X is?
If this is them trying to find their treasure,
Right.
they're not doing a very good job. This is a safety hazard.
OSHA's gonna call in on this.
Lur kind of chuckles nervously at that, and he's still looking around.
Hmm.
Can I get a perception check from everybody, please?
Alright.
Yeah.
And
Perceive.
Well,
do one for Pug.
thankfully it's not a 4 this time. Oh, that.
Oh, 15.
16 for me.
Okay, that's great. So everybody gets to see this with plenty of time to spare as you're contemplating the beach and the perforated nature of said beach. Excuse me. You're looking around, and your eyes sort of drift to the jungle that butts up against the edge of the beach, and you can see as they rise up from behind the undergrowth a pair of very vibrant red and pink monkeys, and they start going whoo, whoo, ha, 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 and they throw fruit at you. And I'm going to roll an attack, and everybody gets to tell me whether or not that hits their AC.
Yeah, I'm gonna
guess no.
That doesn't hit.
No.
Can I? No.
Sora's very much happily dodges out of the way. You know him by now.
Yeah.
Can I like grab some of the fruit?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all tropical fruit, so there's coconuts and bananas and papaya and what have you, but they're just both of them are jumping up and down from behind the ferns and whatever, just going woo, woo, ah, 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 and throwing fruit endlessly, and they seem pissed off.
I want to imagine Lur has like his entire like arms full of fruit, and he just picks up one of the bananas, peels it, takes a bite.
Ollie's just gonna store one of those bananas into his hammer space. Come in handy later. I don't know. Snack.
He's hungry. He's a hungry man. He skipped breakfast accidentally. He's hungry.
Oh.
Seven's crunching into a banana the wrong way.
So everyone is collecting bananas.
How are you eating the banana?
See, well, you just crunch through the skin, and then you slowly... it's fiber, it's fine.
You're doing the same thing.
I
can hear the audible crunch.
Is Lur the only one that's peeled his banana?
I mean, Ollie put it away because he's not hungry. At least not right now.
Lur just looks over at Seven, and he's like, "This man is such a cryptid."
Potassium. And he just points to it and keeps eating.
Lur just continues to stare at Seven in disgust.
Oh gosh. Pug is kind of...
Seven's quickly becoming EGAD's Bigfoot. I'm sorry.
Seven is such a cryptid.
Listen, I gently fold any which way.
Oh dear. So Pug is kind of doing the hands over his head to defend from fruit as he's dodging out of the way and goes, "Oh, I don't think we're welcome here. Let's get out of their space." And he starts trotting down the beach, avoiding the holes. And you are welcome to follow should you wish.
Do you think... kind of want to try something, because this is my really silly excuse, but Ollie has kind of temporarily been a monkey at one point in his life.
Oh my god.
Actually more than once, but we're not going to talk about that right now. I think Ollie wants to try animal handling to see if he can try communicating with these monkeys somehow.
Alright, roll
like
some bones.
Just basing off their vibes or something.
Sure.
So I guess I'll roll animal handling.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's something else you want me to roll.
Yeah, animal handling's fine.
Let's see here. That's a 16.
Nice. Okay, so from these monkeys, from their behavior and their, body language and what have you, you're definitely getting a very clear vibe of, how dare you, go away, we're angry at you.
Okay.
Like,
Ollie just seems confused as to why.
Like, it's not a super duper hostile, big bad kind of angry.
Oh,
It's
I feel it's like the kind where you're just like, please go away. You know,
it's
you don't want to get yourself further in.
it's
Yeah.
Whatever.
toony indignant anger. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ollie still doesn't know what to think of it. He's like keeping a distance, but he's definitely like, you can tell he's trying to think of if there's anything else he can do. Do you think you can offer one of the pieces of fruit back at them? Like, just gently hold it out to them?
You can do.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Can you roll me another dex save?
Oh, jeez. Ollie, I sure hope you can move like a monkey.
Yeah, I
Does a
reckon that's
13
enough.
help?
Yeah, that's not too
Okay.
bad. So as you sort of timidly offer out this banana back to the monkey, and one of them, like the pink one, is still lobbing fruit at Seven and Lure, and the red one sort of stops and sort of is still making really angry monkey noises as he comes over, and he snatches the banana out of your hands, and then kind of holding it into a fist, he slams the bottom of it against the opposite hand to like rocket the fruit part out of the skin towards your face. But with a 13, you just manage to duck out of the way before you get splattered with squishy banana.
Lure continues to
Okay.
kind of like grab any fruit that's being thrown at him.
Oh my god. Is your
Is
hammer space just gonna be fruit for like the next couple of weeks?
It's just gonna be fruit. It's just gonna be fruit for a while. He's got
Well,
like you know
fresh
you
fruit.
know in Hat in Time and Ship Shape where like Hat Kid is running around the ship carrying a bunch of stuff to try and like complete the task. 'Cause that's Lure right now. There's like an entire mountain of fruit.
Oh,
Like
those levels were annoying as hell, but I like the mental image. I like that. That's good.
yeah,
Oh dear. Okay.
just like an entire
Just a very leaning tower of Pisa of various
Yeah.
tropical fruits.
yes.
Oh gosh. All right. So you were getting pelted with fruit by some angry and yet ineffectual monkeys. Pug has made tracks down the beach, and as far as you can tell, he has not fallen in any more holes because you can still see him. And Ollie's attempts at making friends with these simians is thus far been unsuccessful. What would you like to do
Yeah.
next?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try following Pug. Like, that was an attempt. I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna see if I can drag the other two with me. Let's move on.
Lord just kind of starts putting all the fruit in his hammer space because this is a very large tower and it's starting to teeter, so he doesn't want to drop anything.
If anything does fall out, he's gonna try to help you put some of it back into his hammer space.
yeah.
Splendid.
I think Seven starts trying to balance some of it on his head, but he is making a move to like follow the pug.
Oh, cool.
There's like a fruit basket on Seven's head.
Yeah.
Splendid.
Basically.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll one thing. Okay, great. So as you're moving over the beach and you're avoiding these holes, and they seem to peter out a little bit. It sort of becomes less of an everywhere and more of just a smattering in almost a trail along the sand. And you manage to catch up to Pug when he stops for a breather. He's sort of hands on his hips, leaning forward, going a little bit as you approach.
You good?
You get this little tiny thumbs up as he catches his breath and straightens up and brushes off his front. Those monkeys were not happy.
Lord just kind of stands there. He's like, yeah. You want a banana? Just kind of pulls one out.
Pug's gonna look at it and then accept it, peel it, eat it in one bite, and then throw the peel over his shoulder. And then look at the three of you and look over at the jungle and then the beach and then the ocean and go, still no sign of the pirate though.
Ollie's gonna write down, well, perhaps we need to think like a pirate if we want to find the pirate.
Maybe. How do you think like a pirate?
He writes down, well, I'm no pirate. I know I've met a couple pirates, but not many. All I remember is they really do enjoy their treasure. That's as much as anybody.
You can sniff out the treasure?
X finds the spot.
Maybe. Let's go looking that way. And he turns around. And you guys get to watch as he immediately steps on that banana peel, slips, and with another, falls straight into another hole.
Oh.
Or can't help but think that this is partially his fault.
Oh.
He's like, oh no, and then he reaches down to try and help them out of the hole again.
You do so with no issues. Can I get a perception from everybody, please? Pug's not doing one because he's a little bit stunned.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Forward again.
Man, Dice Passer is having a time today, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Dice Pursuit's really mean to Lure right now.
Wow.
Well, in Lur's defense, you are helping Pug get out of the hole.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So your focus is not quite on the scenery, but rather making sure this Pug is out of the hole.
Yeah. So Laura is helping Pug get out of this hole, and Pug is
Ollie has no.
rolling. Seven, you can hear it before it bursts into view. There is like this big chunk of earth that kind of flies over the ferns and the undergrowth of the forest, and it's kind of like got grass and stuff still stuck to it. It's sort of preceded by a sort of noise. So it's like and then splat onto the sand. And because you both rolled above a 10, I'm not going to make you roll a dex save, but I am going to get Pug and Lure to do a dex save.
God.
Pug's fine.
16.
And Lure's fine. Okay, great. So none of you get splattered with this wad of dirt and grass that comes out from that forest area, but you can, as you look, you can sort of see the shuffling, and you can hear the from the other side.
Would it be okay for Seven to cast Find Familiar?
Sure.
Would that be sweet?
I don't think you don't have to roll for that, do you? It just happens.
We're seeing this kind of like we're seeing this kind of like tumbling down. I think it was tumbling down. He picks up Pug and just he's gonna carry this Pug. He's like, you know what? You've been falling in holes constantly. I'm gonna make sure you don't.
He's just gonna hold on to this little dog now.
Yeah, he's just gonna carry this Pug now.
Oh dear, it's something to do with my characters and EGAD. They always fall in holes. This happens to Thad too. Yeah, okay. So Seven can cast Find Familiar. That's no problem at all. I don't think you have to roll for it. I think it just happens. So your familiar appears. Ta-da! What's your familiar look like?
It's a fiery red chicken that looks like it should be a phoenix, but no. It's just a chicken.
Great. It appears as per normal. That nothing has affected that, so that's good.
It immediately tries to peck the hell out of Seven, but after a moment, he pats it and goes, "Okay, I'm gonna need you to cooperate here." And then there's just this big old, and he's like, "Okay, I know. But if you can fly up and see what's attacking us, I promise I'll get you that steak, alright?" And the chicken just squawks back. So, Ideally, I'd like to be able to send the chicken to like scope out and see what's setting up the attacks.
Okay, yeah, sure. There is nothing stopping your fire chicken from heading under the bushes and the ferns and stuff. Now they can communicate telepathically with the person who summoned them. So, what your chicken sees on the other side is a fairly tall, and when I say fairly tall, I mean about 5'4", individual who seems to be digging a hole with a comically large shovel. And they look like this.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And that's what you get. So it's just, oh my god, they're so
Oh.
cute.
Oh yeah, there's the familiar.
Oh,
Oh, baby.
I love that. I was not wrong when I said fire chicken. That's great. Rustwing. Cute. I love it. Yeah. So that's what Rustwing sees on the other side is just this guy in a blue pirate outfit digging a hole and making displeased piratey noises.
Seven's gonna be like, all right, so there's a short guy with kind of a pretty rockin' beard. I'm not gonna lie, but but there's just a guy digging for something. That's about all I can tell.
Ollie
we're just
just kind of nods.
Lord hums in response, and he's like, Whis?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Whis?
I think it was, do you know where he is? Was the question, I think.
Yeah, they just laughed. Hang on.
Oh, they're gone.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. It might be time for a handbrake. That might be what that is.
That might be
It
good.
might be. It might be.
Yeah. Do we want to have a quick handbrake?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can do a little break. Yeah.
Oh, nope. Ollie's back. Do you need a handbrake, Ollie?
I didn't mean to take a handbrake. It was just Discord. Like everything was going robot.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, if we do need to take a break, though, we can. We are like an hour in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Up to you guys. I'm easy. Whatever.
I'm fine, but I am a bit hungry.
Okay.
Go get food. Go get food.
Let's take a handbrake. A handbrake
Let's
sounds
do
like a
it,
good plan.
Okay,
We'll take a quick handbrake and then go and talk to this guy when we get back.
I will be back then.
Eee.
Actually, just pulled the ham out of the oven.
Handbrake confirmed.
Yeah, but even though like I went down there and muted, came back up, and then as like when I was trying to listen, like only one of my earbuds is working right now.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Meal, during all this, I am slowly doodling stuff as I go along. 'Cause apparently I can multitask.
I'm sorry for playing at 7. It's kind of like a jerk. That was just kind of accidental.
No, it's kind of funny though. Like, this man is no silly business, but then eventually, well, who knows, that could change. You're with a very soft old man. He's very squishy.
It'll rub off on him. He's just gotta break down those walls first a little bit.
Oh yeah, well, I'm waiting. I guess I can read up the chat, huh? See how you guys are doing. Oh my god. I'm glad everybody's in agreement. Pug is very precious, and I would protect. I would protect with my life. Yeah. Also, God, the banana bit. I was right. I didn't want to say during game, but I was about to be like, is that the Griffin bit? I was like, oh yeah.
Absolutely.
No wonder I could think of the crunch, the audible crunch, and the suffering that Griffin has in doing.
Breaking down as he keeps biting the banana.
Exactly. I'm just like, Griffin, why are you doing this? Nobody asked you to do this. Why are you doing it?
Oh, it's like, yeah. Once you hear that noise stuck in your head, and like that's never leaving.
Oh yeah, no. Once you've seen it's a very memorable bit. But also, Griffin, what the actual heck, my guy? Oh my god. See, part of me wanted to, but Ollie's too nice. Ollie's too nice. He wouldn't want to hurt other animals. He wouldn't want to. He wouldn't want to smack anyone back. Oh, I can imagine Scratch wouldn't hesitate. Oh my god.
Okay, I have returned with leftover Easter chocolate
Welcome back.
because that is what we eat when we play D&D. Okay. How are we doing? How have we all had a very nice ham break?
I don't know if Sasha's back or not, but I am here.
Okay, they didn't mute. So.
I'm just vibing with the chat for like a moment.
It's okay. Now is a good time to vibe with the chat. I'm going to continue eating this Easter bunny.
I may have also been drawing this entire time.
Ooh.
The fact that I can draw during games like this, I've
It's weird not being a DM, isn't it? You're like, the hell do I do with the rest of my brain?
Well, yeah, because like when you're a DM, you're always focusing on the notes. You gotta make sure everything is there. And I mean, like once in a while, if I'm DMing, I can draw, but majority of the time, I end up just like focusing on my notes because I want to keep everything in order. Meanwhile, hacking as a player, I'm just like, well, if Ollie's not interacting all the time, but gets his fair share in, obviously. I'm gonna just heckin' draw out bits and pieces from this heckin' game, because I can. Or just Ollie in different expressions in general. Because, my gosh. Oh, that's entirely valid. Oh my god. I think I tend to plan more than I do as as opposed to not. But I mean an upcoming game that I'll be hosting next. We'll see about that. Because I do have it pretty much all set up, but there's going to be some moments where I do not have a proper plan.
I switch it up.
It feels kind of fitting.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm going to plan down all the dialogue for every NPC, like so they can spit out the same lines every time they talk to them, like in Skyrim. And other times I'm like, here are my game dot points.
Oh, that's exactly the mood. Because like in some games, okay, but like I remember I was doing the cruise games at the time, and like one of them I had plans for like different game options. Like, oh, if they go to this part of the ship, this is what they'll find. This interaction is what they'll find here. And I had it all planned out, and you know what I did instead? I just literally threw out those thoughts out the window and went, no, my stinky merchant man Elroy is here, and he's the shopkeep of this very cruise because he found his way in. And then we just had an entire segment of just going through a gift shop, and I had to sit there and like literally think on the fly what is even in a gift shop on a cruise ship because I haven't been on one in a while.
That was the funniest thing because Thad was in that game
Out of
and he's
nowhere.
just standing there going, "What the fuck?"
Just like, why is this here?
He's like watching the others just go through the gift shop. He's like, I thought we were having an adventure, god damn it.
Oh, you think you'd be going through an adventure, but no.
Oh man.
Well, technically you are always on an adventure, but Elroy has other plans.
He's a
He
player
just
character.
wants
He's always
money.
like that.
Listen, Elroy is basically heckin' money bags.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
I do plan to use him again in the future, in future games. So, I
Yay.
mean, that's the thing. And boy howdy, he's, my goal is to make him basically money bags, so that's gonna go well.
I'm gonna see if I can find more chocolate, seeing as we're still waiting for Sasha to come back. I will return.
Yeah. Actually, let's see if I can find the heckin' gif I had of a money bag. Very specific vibe I'm very much aiming for. Here we go. The mood upon seeing Elroy. At least that's the goal.
I don't know about y'all, but here it's like freezing and raining, so I'm like huddled under a blanket right now.
You. I don't know about rain because I currently cannot look out the window from where I am, but it is very cold in the house today. Like I ended up just like chilling in my blanket for the entire day.
That's the
'Cause I'm
mood.
like cozy. Like I'm literally just like lying in bed during this game. Like just
That's what I'm doing now.
vibes good.
Seems like a good place to be.
I am here.
Alright!
Hey,
You back?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
I have toaster strudels, but I'm not gonna eat the rest of them yet.
Fair enough.
I just had like one.
it's really easy to mainline a box all at once in those. They're like addictive.
Alright, cool. So if we're ready to carry on, where we left off was our fire chicken had done reconnaissance through the bushes and have found a piratical person digging holes and not caring where he threw the dirt. What would you like to do?
I do recall Seven relayed that information back to us.
yeah, before he like makes the decision, he's gonna be like, "Okay, so my chicken ran out there."
Yeah. I was like, did you see where they are?
Would I be able to tell what direction roughly?
Oh yeah, easy. They're like, less than 10 feet on the other side of that bush.
Oh, okay.
Ollie's gonna sneak on over. Okay.
Yeah, they're like right over there apparently.
May as well. I feel like it's probably smart to just kind of sneak in to see what
Yeah.
the pirate is doing.
There's also
mean,
gonna
pirate.
try to stealthily walk over as well.
Alright, cool. Roll some stealth.
Alright.
Let's see how good is he at stealth.
Oh god, 7.
The hell does he have such a good bonus in stealth? +5. Rustling comes scampering back and just perches on top of Seven's head. Like, Seven's like rustling up there.
Oh my god.
I'd like to imagine that as Lurs is walking up behind this pirate, he just like steps on a twig and it like snaps.
Yeah.
Also, would Pug need to roll since Lur is still carrying Pug?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
In defense, Pug is in your arms.
Yeah.
So
okay, well we can
both
disregard.
caused.
We can disregard Pugs because Pug is currently being carried by Lure.
Yeah.
But like, he is a nice, bright kind of fawn color. So he's not particularly built for stealth, to be honest.
Yeah.
And 7 has a fire chicken on his shoulder, so you kind of stand out. But Ollie's been doing this for 60 years or so. Ollie knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh yeah, he's had his fair share. He's he's not exactly the greatest, but he definitely tries.
Okay, good. So you try and sneak up on this pirate, and Ollie definitely does a better job of it than everybody else. But as you step on that twig and it does that very loud snap, the pirate spins around and he's looking around and he's like, "Arr, who will be there?" And he shakes his oversized shovel in your direction.
Lur kind of slowly comes out of the bushes.
And there's just this moment he's still sort of waiting there, and he's holding his shovel up.
And then, like, loom.
I think at this point Lur just kind of like sets Pug down to like in the bushes, and he himself just comes out and he's like, "Yep, I'm here. I exist."
Just to check, would you say Ollie is also still hidden, or because of the twig snapping, is that fully gone?
No, because Ollie got a higher roll than 7 or Lure. Ollie is sort of still in the bush or whatever, and this pirate is focused solely on the other 3 technically with Pug.
Okay. We're just gonna keep hiding for the moment.
This is gonna be a kind of bizarre question, but bear with me. How armored does Lure look?
I'm sorry?
How armored does Lure look?
How do I don't know. I mean, I can post his reference sheet.
Oh, I was asking because if Lure doesn't look like they're wearing, like, a good armor, Seven's gonna, like, emerge from the bush and step in front of Lure.
Oh yeah, no, Lur is not wearing any armor. He's just wearing his casual clothes.
Okay, yeah, so Seven's just gonna kind of sidle by and, like, put himself between them, and then, like, he's got his, like, sword kind of at his side.
Okay.
He's like, "Hey, could you, maybe calm this down, buddy? Rockin' beard, though."
Just pause and blink. Arr, Do ye be after me, treasure? And he sort of points his shovel at the two of you.
Lord just waves his hands like back and forth. He's like, no, no, we're not exactly, no.
I don't even know why we're here, honestly. We were taken aboard a ship and brought here suddenly. Yeah.
So ye be marooned?
Yes, yes, marooned, right? We're marooned.
Well, I could be working with the new crew. Have ye ever been pirates?
They're kind of, he's like, kind of stands there. He's not sure if he should give the honest answer, but at the same time, he's like, no.
I think at this point, Ollie's slowly kind of emerging from the bush, just like slowly rises. Like, okay, I think he's safe. I don't know.
And there's just this moment as this pirate sort of points his shovel at Ollie as he emerges from the bush, and then sort of stops and squints, and then leans back a little bit. I think you make a fine crew, but you must pass a test.
Oh god.
Oh?
Ollie's just gonna blink.
And
He just continues to stand there awkwardly looking at the pirate and then everyone else, and he's like, yep, okay. I don't want to be here anymore.
the pirate sort of spins his shovel around and chunks the head of it into the ground beside him, and he puts a hand on his chest and says, I am Three Beards the pirate, and your test to see if you are worthy of being on me crew is to find me treasure.
But you can't find your treasure.
And there's this pause, and then you sort of slumps a little bit. Yeah. You only buried it this morning, and I cannot find it. So if ye can find it, ye will be on me crew.
God. Or just kind of gives a slight thumbs up.
Ollie's gonna just kind of come out of the bushes entirely and just kind of gives a little thumbs up. He's about to write, but he's... Okay, yeah, he thinks for a moment and writes down, well, I don't know anything about being a pirate, but I know my way about finding things, if that helps any.
That would be a good place to start.
Sort of reaches over to grab the shovel.
Nope, he doesn't stop you. You now have a comically large shovel.
Bigger than Lure.
It's not heavy.
Hey, that's not a bad weapon to pick up.
Oh, it's a good digging shovel, that.
Ollie writes down, so, do you remember where you last hidden that treasure? Do you recall what you were doing earlier?
Ponderous expression. He puts his hand on his chin, and then he sort of strokes each one of his beards in turn, and then perks up and goes, "There be an X. I buried it under the X."
Gotcha.
Should we roll investigation?
Sure.
I'll say while that happens, I'm just gonna say, well, I think Ollie is also making up the point, like, well, if there's an X, maybe there is a path that we need to follow. That is, if we're referring to a map or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
7.
investigation. Yeah?
That's investigation, yeah.
Yep, -1, baby.
Do one for Pug, too. Pug.
Oh,
What
Pug.
is Pug doing?
Damn, Ollie, nice. one of
Good
these things
lord.
is
As you
not like the
said,
other
I
ones.
sure know my way about finding things. What do you expect?
So Pug is sort of looking around, and he looks up, and he started to look under like rocks and like large palm fronds and ferns and things, and is understandably finding nothing.
Oh,
We're just
The-
seeing that once more picks up Pug.
looks under Pug. Yeah. Laura, you can tell with that 11, you can tell that this pirate, Threebeards the pirate, has been looking for a while, and just based on the number of holes around, you can assume that he has just been digging any little patch of dirt. You can't actually see any X's around. Ollie, you are looking around, and you can distinctly see where this pirate has been, off in a direction, and there were more holes along the beach. So you reckon that if you're able to retrace this pirate's steps, following where he has left giant holes all through the landscape, you would probably be able to get back to where he started.
Okay. Ollie's gonna tap the shoulder of Lure, presuming that you're also holding Pug at the same time,
Yes.
and just kind of gives like that little like hand gesture to be like, "Well, come on."
Lur just looks over at just stops looking from looking underneath Pug, turns over to Ollie, and he's like, ah, and then he just he holds Pug underneath his arm.
I love that. Oh my god.
Pug is making absolutely no moves to stop you. He's just like, okay, I am a beanie baby now.
Right.
Okay, so Ollie seems to be leading the way down through some perforated landscape, and there is a jovial little mini travel montage as you go through the jungle a little bit and come out onto a beach, which is peppered with holes. And the Threebeards, the pirate, sort of looks over and goes, "Arr, this be Castle Cove. I be here earlier today."
Okay. He's just nodding along, still kind of looking.
Can I get a perception from everybody, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wait, no, that's plus one in perception.
Buddy.
Hang on.
Oh my god, Pug.
Okay, that's
Wait, let me double check my bonus, because I... Okay.
Lur, beloved, why are you so dense? Why do you never see anything?
Good grief. Okay, so what have we got? We've got a 21, a 3, a 11, and a
Supposed to be the brain cell.
Oh my god.
So you're looking around this cove, and it's not immediately apparent why it might have been called Castle Cove, because there's absolutely no castles anywhere. Like, there's no buildings on this island. And let me see. Ollie, you can definitely see signs of Threebeards having been through here. There's lots of holes. One of them is significantly bigger than the other. And 7 with that 17, you're able to see that, like, it's definitely not the kind of environment that was undisturbed before Threebeards showed up. There are signs of there been quite a fair bit of activity around here. There's footprints in the sand, all that sort of thing. And then Pug pipes up, and he points from where he is being held gently under the arm of Laura at this pile of sand over next to the largest of these holes. And as he points it out, he goes, "I think that might be the castle over there." And as you look, it looks like what maybe used to be a sandcastle. You can see a few shells in positions that might have been windows on the side of a tower, and there's a tiny little stick with a little leaf on it for a flag. And as he's pointing this out and you look at this sandcastle, there is suddenly a very angry from the bushes, and there is that red monkey who is throwing fruit at you again.
Once more, continue to try and grab this fruit and put it in his hammer's face.
And I'm gonna roll. What did I roll for the monkey before? I don't remember. I'm just gonna make it this. 16. Does that meet anyone's armor class?
It does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah.
Okay. I will. I'm not even gonna roll damage because, like, you start getting pelted with fruit, and all of you are copping like all the hard tropical fruits. So like coconut and like unripe whole papaya kind of things, and you're all getting just 1 point at a time, just going dunk, dunk, dunk.
Oh god.
Just 1 point of damage per one of these, and this is a very, very angry monkey. And Pug just sort of pipes up and goes, "I'm sorry, Mr. Monkey, but why are you so angry?" And Threebeards is just sort of standing there looking very, not quite stern. It's just there's that sort of stony statue, like hands on his hips going, as coconuts and things are just bouncing off of him.
Ollie's gonna try to go behind Mr. Pirate Man.
Okay. He's definitely big enough that you could all stand behind him.
Hitler's trying his best to make sure that Pug doesn't get pelted by anything.
I think 7 starts trying to bat them back, but he's bad at it. So
please roll me something for that. Please roll me something for that, like maybe just a straight.
Wait, are you
dex?
saying that? Oh my god.
A strength, you said?
A dex. Please play tennis.
Oh, dex. Okay.
Fruit tennis with a monkey. Please do it.
For a moment, I thought you were gonna be like, "Oh, it's like Fruit Ninja," where you're trying to slay fruit.
I was thinking about that.
If 7 crits, then it's like Fruit Ninja, but otherwise it'd be like tennis. Let's see how well this goes. Yeah, it's not quite Fruit Ninja. It's not Fruit Ninja. It's more like cricket. Like with the flat of your sword, it's like cricket, and you just bap it back. I'm going to say with that 16, there's this very solid dunk from the other side as you very skillfully bat one of the coconuts back, and it hits this monkey in the face, and it falls back behind the bush, and you just sort of rustling and very sad, pained sort of noises.
Yeah, how does it feel?
And people are welcome to roll insight or animal handling or any of those sorts of related things at this point if they would.
Yeah, let's try rolling insight. I'm gonna roll insight.
I have a +4 in insight, so hopefully, okay. You know.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna roll one for Threebeards as well.
Nope.
I mean, perfection.
Dance.
That is perfection, and it's very funny. That was a 0 for people playing along at home. A 0 for Threebeards on an insight roll. I love it. I love characters with negative modifiers. It makes me happy. Okay, so what have we got? We got a 10, a 14, an 18, and a 13. Okay, so for Lure and 7 and Pug, having got less than a 15, you can tell that this monkey is irritated. Like, it was irritated before, but it seems irritated specifically here. Like, as if there's something that happened here that it was specifically irritated about. Ollie, with that 18, having had that little sandcastle pointed out to you, you feel like that monkey might be irritated because its sandcastle got kicked over. Or, more accurately, maybe somebody took a shovel to the sand underneath.
think Ollie's gonna try to go towards the monkey and just kneels down to that height and just kind of hold a hand out. Like, it's okay.
It's
Go
gonna
on.
like it's holding onto its nose where it copped that coconut, and like you know when you've bonked your nose on something, it just brings tears to
Yeah.
your eyes. It stuns you a little bit because of all the nerves there.
Oh, God, yeah.
Art did that to Dan this morning. Yeah. Ow. But yeah, so it's sort of holding its nose because ow, coconut to the face. But it just sort of it looks up at you and ooh, 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 ah, ah.
Ollie's gonna try to take that banana from his hammer space real quick, if
Alright.
I may.
Roll a hammer space. You're fine.
Yeah, okay, I pull out the banana. I'm just gonna offer it to the monkey.
The monkey looks at it and sort of is squinting. And he takes it, and then I'm gonna. Yeah, he takes it and he gives a half-hearted, I'm still kind of dazed and in pain, lob of this banana in Threebeard's direction, and then it sort of seems to be pouting.
Ollie's gonna panic and just go, whoa, 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 whoa. Like,
no.
hands out.
Oh, no.
Hands out. Hold on. Ugh. He's gonna kind of like give like the hand motion, like wait there for a moment, and then go back to the rest of the party for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna write down. So Threebeard was it? I don't suppose you tried digging something up around here, did you?
Yar! I looked all over this cove for me treasure. It
What?
was not here.
You said that it was called Castle Cove, correct?
Aye, that be the case.
Well, there seems to be an awful lack of a castle.
And he sort of does that hand on chin and strokes each of his beards in thought. You get the impression this guy ain't very clever. And
He's gonna just kind of gently put a hand onto his shoulder if he's okay with that.
Oh yeah, he's not going to stop you. He's thinking very carefully. Aye, that do be the case. No castle to be seen. And Pug
I
sort
have a
of
feeling you
pipes
might
up.
have.
Oh yeah, no, go for it. Ollie can be going.
No, it's okay. You can go ahead.
While Ollie is writing down, Pug just sort of pipes up and goes, there was a castle over there. There's what remains of one over there. There be. Why would there be a castle in Castle Cove? Which more pondering expression.
I think at that point, Ollie kind of finishes writing. Which says, I think these monkeys may be upset because you might have misplaced this castle while you were digging. You might have not have noticed it somehow.
Somehow.
Lord,
Look, he's gonna be honest about it. He's gonna be kind about it. He's gonna try. Look, he doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings here. He doesn't want anybody to get in trouble.
Full on dad mode just gently places Pug down. He's like, we're gonna make a new castle. We're gonna make a sandcastle. We're making a sandcastle.
We are.
And Threebeards is still in that thinking very hard kind of pose, periodically stroking one of his three beards. And as Pug is put down, he kind of looks over at the ruined sandcastle and over at the monkey and then just says, maybe that castle was the monkey's treasure. And then there's this
Ollie
pause.
writes down, well, when you put it that way.
Threebeards kind of jolts and goes, I was so busy looking for me own treasure. I did not think that might have been someone else's treasure. I think we may have to fix things here before we carry on looking for my treasure. Yeah, this be a good plan. And he gives Laura a very hearty pat on the back. Pat.
Just immediately like kind of pushes the hand off of his back. He's like, yeah, no, thanks.
So, how do you want to go about making a sandcastle, Laura? You seem to be team leader in this one.
Oh, buddy boy. Lur is just gonna gather a bunch of sand and try his best to make a sandcastle. I mean, he doesn't often go to the beach anymore because his partner eats all the sand. But he has made sandcastles with his kids before, so he's gonna try his best to remember all of that.
All right, cool.
Hmm.
What should I
think
get you
Ollie's
to roll?
Going to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you think out loud while I think internally of what I should make you roll for making a sandcastle. Ponder and think.
I think, is it, like, right next to the water, or is it in a little bit?
It's a fairly wide beach. Like, there's a distinct bank of wet sand where the tide comes up to, and then there's a bank of dry sand before the foresty bit.
I'm gonna try animal handling again. I think Ollie's gonna attempt to try, quote-unquote, talking to the monkey to see if there's any details this castle had.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll get you to roll animal handling, and then I will get a dex and a performance from Lure for making a sandcastle.
Dex saving throw or just normal dexterity?
Just normal dex. What's 7 up to?
7's not used to not really solving things by hitting it, if that hasn't been apparent. But after a sec, let me check what he might have. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna rope his familiar into helping him ferry sand back and forth to where to kind of like provide like wet foundational sand.
Okay, great. Alright, let's do Ollie talking to the monkey first. So that was a 7. That's not stellar.
Yeah, if anything, Ollie kind of wishes he had the heckin' diamond monkey right now, but no. He does not carry that around with him.
Thad would not allow it.
He probably would sneak it if he had a chance. Oh, jeez. He's kind of just staring eye to eye with a monkey right now, isn't he?
Shit, everything this monkey is telling me. He's just like nodding and laughing as if he understands anything.
Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Alright, so for building the sandcastle. Oh Lord. Those are not good rolls, mate.
Yeah. No. I'd like to imagine that he's trying his best, but since it's been such a long time since he's last been at the beach or since he's last made any sort of sandcastle, he's kinda struggling.
Yeah, that's fair. So I'm gonna say that 3beards is going to be assisting, so I'll roll something for 3beards. Now, this man has no finesse whatsoever, as we probably figured out, so let's see what happens. That's a 6. That's not great. And then I'm going to get Pug to help, so we can do it together. Okay, that's a 14. So I think probably between the 3 of you, and especially with 7 bringing in some nice structural sand from closer to the water, you make a fairly nice sandcastle. It's got the little flag on it, and nice little windows on the towers, and even a little like a little moat. It's not, it's not one of those very grand sand sculptures or anything, but it's a fairly nice sandcastle.
I'd like to imagine for the flag, Lur just pulls out a stick and then he rips off like a piece of paper from his own book. It's a bit yellow because the pages are honestly yellowing at this point. He kind of makes a makeshift flag with the paper and the stick, and he just sets it on top. Very proud.
Nice.
Very proud of himself.
Pug's going to be looking at this castle, and he's sort of got that very thoughtful expression. He goes, missing something. Oh, I know. And he's going to roll his hammer space. Yep, cool. So Pug's going to reach behind him and pull out a banana, but this is obviously a store-bought banana because it has a little banana sticker on it, and he peels the sticker off and he sticks it onto that paper flag that you've made, and now it has a banana flag.
Oh, that's amazing.
I think Ollie might also try to add a couple bananas if there is any lying on the beach. He might try to grab some and try to like gently add them to like the structure.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, for decoration.
Absolutely.
Lure definitely does have some extra bananas in his hammer space.
Yeah, with the way that you were pelted with them before. Roll me a quick investigation to collect bananas, and then a dex for how well you can incorporate them into the design.
I'm gonna roll a hammer space for Lure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ollie's
That's
got
a 21
bananas aplenty.
for investigation.
Aplenty. Yeah, and that was a 3 on the hammer space, so Laura can pull them out of hammer space. No problem.
What
So
was the
you're
other
now
roll
armed.
again?
A dex.
Just straight up deck.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
13. Nice. I reckon you can finagle them into the design fairly well. Like it's not this grand award-winning sand sculpture or anything, but it looks.
Oh yeah, no,
nice.
he's no expert when it comes to sand castles.
No, that's great. Team effort. Well done.
Very yes.
Once you finish putting these banana-y touches onto this this sand castle, there's another from behind the bushes, and the monkey sort of jumps out and he runs over to the castle and he's looking at it from all directions, and then he starts doing these very happy little half jump, half dance. And seems very happy.
Oh.
Lure is just like he's got the biggest smile on his face.
Ollie seems pretty happy too. Like, oh, we figured this out. Hopefully now we can actually find out what was going on back there. They seem really upset.
Or with the biggest smile on his face, with his very prominent tooth gap.
And it's this moment of giving the monkey a little chance to celebrate having his castle back, and then Threebeard sort of looks down a little bit and he's like, "Yar, I be sorry for ruining ye treasure. I should look where I'm going a little better." And the monkey sort of looks back up at him and is like, "Oh, ha, 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 ha," and shakes a finger at him as if telling him off. And so you've got this tiny red monkey shaking his finger at this giant pirate who just sort of looks like he's being scolded by his mum, and he even kicks a foot in the sand a little bit. It's like, yeah.
Or just kind of gently pats the monkey on the head. Sounds like a nursery rhyme.
I'm gonna kneel down and be like, "You're cute when you're not trying to attack us, Truce," and like hold their hand.
The monkey will stop scolding Threebeards and turn and look at Seven and extend a hand to shake. Ah! Truce has been made.
Yay! We make friends with a monkey.
Sort of like claps a bit excitedly. He's like, "Okay, great."
And Pug has sort of got his hands on his hips again and nodding, going, "Well done, everyone. Now, we still have another treasure to find. Where did you go next, Mr. Beards?" And Threebeards sort of stops and looks up. Before I was in Castle Cove, I went to Shell Shore, which is that way. Come on, me hearty crew. And he sort of starts doing all that that arms out kind of march. He's sort of a hearty march as he trumps off down the beach.
Yeah, Ollie kind of just follows along right away.
Lure once more picks Pug up underneath his arm, and then continues walking.
You're just like,
Wonderful.
I am carrying this dog now. You
He
cannot
will.
stop me.
That is all he'll do. He's carrying this small pug.
I love it.
They're shorter than him, and he, as a father, if anyone is shorter than him, they are automatically child, and he needs to carry them and make sure that they're okay.
Aww. Lovely. Okay, so another small travel montage across the island later. You arrive through the undergrowth to a stretch of beach. And like the other stretches of beach you've been to, this one is covered in holes. So Threebeards has definitely been here. Everybody roll me a perception.
Ooh boy.
Threebeards, my man, you have got to start filling in your holes, dude. This is a lot.
Oh my god, Lord, what is Dave's person rate Lord today?
Oh my gosh. Lord.
Yeah, you're being
Lord,
played by Dice Parser, I'm sorry.
Lord is just being curb stomped by this dice bot.
Oh man. Oh man. 7 come to our rescue. Okay, 12. Those are
Lord doesn't understand anything.
those are less good than the last ones. But let's see. Starting with Laura with the 9. Yeah, you can definitely see holes everywhere. But like your initial look through over Castle Cove, it just looks like a beach. It looks nothing out of the ordinary about beach.
It's just a beach.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Yeah.
I just see a beach. It's like, what's different about this?
Yeah, pretty much. For Pug and Ollie, you can see. Yeah, it's definitely a beach. There are definitely holes from Threebeards having come through here like a bull in a china shop, no brains, head empty. But there are an awful lot of seashells on this beach. Like you could expect to see seashells on a beach, but there just seems to be a lot of them. And 7, you're looking around and there seems to be, especially around one of the bigger holes, big piles of sand that have fairly large seashells sticking out of them, as if they had been placed somewhere and then someone put a shovel under where these shells had been.
Huh. Seven's gonna point it out to the others. You said the seashells look like they have been placed there rather than dug up?
And Lord just kind of stands there. He's like, what seashells?
Seashells by the seashore.
kind of looks around a bit. He's a dunce. He's a dunce right now. He doesn't see anything, so he's just looking around. He's like, what seashells?
Seashells. And Seven's trying. Seven is like, this joke didn't land, but he's like gunning it up like a late night host to try to get Lure to laugh.
I got your joke, 7. I did.
Lure does not get the joke. He is incredibly confused trying to look for these seashells.
Ollie gets it. He's just kind of smiling. He's just like, okay, I see what you're doing here.
Where are the seashells?
Oh dear.
He's just gonna give a light pat on the back to Lure. Like, don't worry.
Oh dear. Now, I'm not going to make everybody roll another perception because I think we've done quite a bit of that today. So everybody except for Laura, unfortunately, as you're looking around at the seashells, you can see a flash of pink sneaking from behind a bush to behind Threebeards to behind Laura. And then there's a rifle. And there's a monkey going through Laura's pockets.
Oh god, no. Oh god. Do I have to roll to see if Lure would notice?
You're welcome to. You can roll again.
Okay. Alright, with that... also be perception?
Oh, yeah, no, that's a perception.
Okay. Because I know how great he's been doing at perception today!
Not so much.
Oh
You
my
have
god,
dice.
Dice Parser!
But Dice Passer is really bullying Laura. That's so unfortunate.
Lure, please!
So just everybody can see this pink monkey. Except
We're just standing here. We're just standing, just looking around, trying to find the seashells that
What kind
Seven
of
was talking
things-
about.
What kind of things does Lure keep in his pockets? Like if you've got pockets on your pants or whatever, does he have like keys or a wallet or?
He definitely has a lot of gold on him, emergency gold and platinum. Also a bunch of cooking based utensils, like just a lot of cooking stuff. He's a chef. He constantly has it on him.
Like spoons, spatulas,
Okay.
pots, pans. I take it.
There are so many spatulas in his pocket. You at least like pull out like 10, and then you find like you finally pull out something else, and then after you pull that out, you pull something else out, and it's another spatula.
Okay, sounds good.
I
I'm gonna just
wanna,
roll. Okay, so that's 7 things. So unless anyone's going to intervene at any point, you get to just
Ollie,
watch this pink monkey going through Lure's back pocket, go spatula, and then go yeet, and there's just this little splish as it's been thrown into the ocean, and then another spatula, yeet, splish, and then maybe like, I don't know, like a bowl, splush, and now it's floating in the ocean like a boat.
Are you serious?
Ollie's
gonna be so
try
mad.
to interrogate this and nonchalantly try to pull that monkey away from the pocket with like a sleight of hand, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Can I
Can I
try
do that?
and see if Lure will notice finally?
Yep. Yeah, we can do a sleight of
Okay.
hand from Ollie to make this smooth and swirly.
No.
And that's a
Lure, he's so much. He's so dead right now.
Listen, he
he's-
needs to understand the joke. He's having troubles understanding that joke.
He's
Lure
trying to
neither
find the
does.
seashells that Seven was talking about. He doesn't know.
I imagine at this point, Seven's actively like trying, like noticing the monkey stuff going down, and just like trying to make sense about it, and like Lure's just not catching on.
Just straight up tell him, don't hint about it, he's stupid.
Yeah, we're just monkeying around on the beach. Yeah.
What? We're not. What do you mean? What?
So there was a 14 for Ollie trying to subtly get this monkey away from Laura's back pockets. How's that going down, Ike? Tell us how this works.
You know how like in some cartoons you can just sort of cartoonishly pick up like a much smaller person or kid in a way,
Mm-hmm.
like by the scruff, just to kind of pull them away, but like not hurt them or anything.
Yep.
You're just there to kind of yank them away from the situation
Yep.
and just kind of
Sure.
get a moment to look at them before you put them back down.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what Ollie does. Hey, sometimes small kids, but I guess in this case monkeys, can be a little bratty when they don't intend to be, or they don't think it's bad. So,
I'm going to say that after you've scruffed this monkey and given it a look and put it down again, that's when Laura can notice that there is a pink monkey in their midst.
Oh my god. Luke just looks over and he's like, oh. And then he turns over and sees all of his utensils in the pond, and then he immediately starts getting really pissed. He's like, what?
Pug's just gonna pat Laura's side. It's like, it's alright, I can go and get it for you. And he starts trying to wiggle out of your arm.
Luke just sets Pug down. He's like, he's very mad.
And Pug's gonna just sort of again doing that sort of arms out sort of trot over to the ocean. You get to watch this small pug doggy paddle out and grab them and doggy paddle back in and put them on the sand and then shake.
Luke just kind of like rubs the utensils to try and no longer make them wet. I forgot the word to dry them off. That's it. And he's staring at the monkey the entire time, just threateningly.
This pink monkey is staring right back at you, and you're getting some indignant ooh ah 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 noises.
I'm gonna try. You know what? I'm gonna roll intimidation. That's a nat one.
That is a
Oh my
nat one.
He's threateningly like holding a spatula up. He's not scary at all.
Ooh, ah, 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 ah.
He's also kind of funny because, I mean, he kind of, with his legs, he definitely kind of looks like a bunny as well. Just kind of standing there with his tooth cap, kind of bunny-looking man. So he's just there threateningly drying a spatula off.
Amazing. So what are we gonna do now?
I think Ollie's gonna try to perceive the area. See if there's any other details or things to look for,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps.
Sure. You can roll an investigation or a perception as you like. Everyone is welcome to do so.
Ooh, I could do investigation. Okay. I'll use investigation.
Use those good stats.
50. Oh, finally. Oh my god, finally.
12, I'll take it.
Nice, nice. Is Seven gonna have a look as well?
I had to BRB real quick. What are we looking at?
Oh, they're surveying the beach to see if they can get any more details about this particular area.
Ah, yeah. What role would that be? What skill?
Perception or investigation?
I'm gonna go for perception because investigation has a -1.
Fair
It
enough.
has a +3. Let me get the right chat.
Nice!
Holy
Hey.
Nice. Those are some nice rolls, guys. Okay, so that is a 15 from Lure, a 12 from Ollie, and a nat 23 from Seven. Wonderful. So you're looking around this beach, and just like every other part of beach you've been to, Threebeards has come through here and just dug a hole. Nope, no treasure. Dug a hole. Nope, no treasure. Without paying attention to anything that he was doing. And all of you can see that the seashells that are around that biggest hole, they are kind of different to the normal seashells that you would sort of have wash up on a beach. Most of them are sort of smaller, especially on a beach like this, whereas those ones, they are bigger, and there's pairs of them. And Seven, you in particular, you can see that there's like the other beach, there's that signs of it being an inhabited beach rather than this pristine landscape when Threebeards came through. So you're looking at it and go, there was probably a seashell garden on this beach somewhere that he bulldozed through with his shovel.
Which kind of looks over at Threebeards. He's like, he's giving him the disappointed dad expression.
How tall is Threebeard?
What did I say he was? I think he's fairly tall, like 5 something. I think I said he was earlier. I don't
I
remember.
think you said 5'4", I think.
5'4"? Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah.
right. He's about 5'4".
So 7 is 6 foot tall. So he just kind of sidles up next to Threebeard and like folds his head because he's got that object head, so he's kind of got it so his face is floating above Threebeard, and he's just like, dude, did you destroy something here, my guy?
There's like 3 disappointed dads looking at this poor pirate.
He looks up at Seven, and then over at Lore, and then at Ollie, and at Pug. Pug's just sort of doing that dazed Pug look, with the eyes in opposite directions, like, nope.
Oh my
God.
god.
And then looks down at the monkey, and then over at the beach, and then he kind of does that awkward shuffle of his feet, goes, "Yar, I may have dug up this beach without looking what I was doing. Yar."
immediately starts scolding Three Beards.
Scold that pirate.
He's
Oh my
scolding him.
gosh.
He's giving him the full on dad scold.
Nice. Do you want to
Also, I
roll
might
like a
ask if I can quickly do a
persuasion or an
BRB
intimidation?
really quick.
Oh yeah, we can take another quick break. That's no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just gotta do a thing really quick.
Yep. Oh, good. We can have a Laura is scolding a pirate break.
Yep. Dude. What did you want me to roll to scold them?
You can go for a performance or an intimidation. I think would be good. Either of those.
I'm gonna try intimidation again. I wanna hope that this at least. Oh, okay.
That's a 10. Like, he's not intimidated, but he's definitely looks he definitely looks scolded. Absolutely, but he's not like super intimidated. It's not full dad because you're not his dad.
Yeah, no, he's
like,
okay. He is a dad, but he's not his dad.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, he's definitely been scolded and he knows he's done wrong, and it's just like, yeah.
He's like, how irresponsible of you. You should have paid more attention and stuff like that.
Yep, that sort of thing. I didn't realize 7 was so tall.
I kind of made it as a goof because 6'7", but also like I just kind of thought it was funny that he'd be like a little lanky, kind of like he got rolled out with a rolling pin a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Lur is very short. he's 4'11".
That's not that short.
So he's being scolded by this short little man.
Yep. No, he definitely looks scolded for sure. Oh dear. We will find out what happens next when Ike comes back briefly.
Yep.
I'm gonna finish my tea.
By the by, Breastwing's probably still perching on 7, so when he's like looming down on Threebeard, there's just this chicken just kind of making the same face, but a chicken without facial features, really.
I love that. That's great.
I will ask. Is this game almost done? Because I also do not. It's about 10, and I should be winding down pretty soon.
Oh yeah. You've got one puzzle before the epilogue.
Okay, cool.
Should be done. Half hour at most, I reckon.
All right.
You should have fun with the next
if
puzzle.
you hear any
Should be good.
noises, sorry.
No, go for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say, my cat's right in front of me and like asleep on me, and if I move, she makes squeaky noises like I'm killing her. So if you hear something, that's her.
No, that's fine. I was in an FPS yesterday, and my cat, because I'd been away for a week, and so my cat decided to show her affection to me by jumping up onto the desk while I was in the FPS and doing that cheek rub thing on my mic. So there was just this loud noise through my mic from her cheek. I'm like, yes, thank you, Poppy. I'm glad you love me. Go away.
This is my cat. This is basically her standard position.
Oh. You saying that you're talking about the squeak sounds? I will say this is reminding me of the fact that Lur makes squeaky noises, like squeaky toy noises. He also makes tea kettle sounds. He makes a lot of weird sounds.
I think as Seven gets a little bit more relaxed around people and like has these experiences, he'll probably like not slouch more, but he won't try to be so like ramrod straight, like vigilant all the time. He'll
Yeah.
get more noodly as time goes on.
Nice.
The more Seven learns about Laura, the more noodle he becomes.
Basically, like his arms kind of fold like film reels. So I was thinking like as he gets to know her more and more, he's just kind of like, yep, here, it's just my arms just doing some weird stuff. Don't mind it. Anyway.
I return.
Back,
Woohoo!
Ike's return.
Cool. All right. So where we left off, Lure is scolding the daylights out of this pirate, and
Oh my
Seven
gosh.
Seven is being the intimidating tall lad that Seven is. All right. So what's our plan? What are we gonna do?
Hmm. Well, if there was, I'm assuming that the information is relayed back to the rest of the party.
Yeah. Just like, hey, there was obviously something you kind of destroyed.
I'm gonna be thinking about it for a second, and then be like, arr, aye, there have been many seashells all put up nice on the sand. Arr. Oh. Arr.
And then
Rubs the back of his head awkwardly.
whoop.
Well, we can try to refine them and put them back.
Arr, that'd be a good plan. Arr. And it's at this point that Pug is going to regain control of his brain and just sort of perk up and go, oh, we gotta fill in the holes first. And he's going to run over and start doing little puppy digs to fill in all of the holes and pat them down.
Oh, there's gonna try and gather all of the seashells into like a nice little pile.
Perfect. Now,
Yeah, I'll look for some too.
all right, cool. Now I've got something a little bit fun for you. I'm about to boot up my screen share when Discord lets me. Come on.
Oh.
Oh boy.
There we go. Go live. All right, cool. So feel free to jump into my screen share once you can.
I'm getting reminded of the wedding game.
So you should see a whole bunch of pink and purple
Currently loading, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna load.
I mean,
There we
yeah,
go.
Are we all in?
It's loaded for me.
it's still loading.
No. Someday.
You might have to restart it with.
Oh, do I have to stop and start again?
I think so.
Oh.
Okay, let's stop it. Oh, did it just work? Let's try again.
It like the thumb worked, but then it didn't want to like actually load it. Okay, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
We good now? We got it working?
Technical difficulties.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what is this?
All right. So, as a little bit of fun for this puzzle, you've got a memory match game to put the seashells back together. So, top to bottom in that order, we're going to take turns to try and match all the seashells to put them back in order.
Oh man.
So, Ike, you're at the top. So, where is Ollie going to try and put a shell?
Let's try very top left and very most right, like bottom right, basically.
The for the row of 2?
Or the middle.
Middle one? That one?
Yeah. Darn.
So you put some shells down on the sand, and then the monkey goes, oh, ha, 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 and kind of gives them a bit of a flick. That was not correct.
It's like, okay. Okay.
Alright, Seven. Seven can go next.
So I guess for the first one, the bottom left on the row of 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay. And then the one above it, I guess.
There is another indignant set of monkey noises and clicking the shells.
Okay. how am I? Okay. I have dyslexia, so please forgive me if I get any, like, kind of left and right stuff wrong, because
You're
alright.
valid.
You're valid. You're super valid.
but, could I, the middle row, for this right?
Can you guys see my cursor on your thingy?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
Yep, so that one.
yes.
Click. Yep.
And the one that, Ollie originally chose, like, above the, that one, yes.
Ding ding. So you
Yay!
put
One
these
down,
two
more to
shells
go.
down, and the monkey doesn't stop. He just sort of starts bouncing up and down. All right, back up at the top.
Okay. Let's do third top row.
This one.
Yeah.
Ow.
And then bottom row right.
This one.
Yeah. Darn.
Oh, oh, flip.
Oh.
Yeah, 7.
The one in between the pink one? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I am struggling to remember where that other one was. I think it's above it. Yeah.
Happy monkey
Oh
noises.
yeah.
Laura.
The
Seven does a fist pump.
the last available middle one, I guess. Okay, and the one underneath the pink one.
That one.
Yes, yes.
Happy monkey noises.
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Seven goes for a high five.
Let's try second on the top row.
This one.
Yeah. And bottom right. There we go.
Woo!
Okay, cool.
Which means that 7 gets to put down
Hmm.
that one and that one. And you have arranged all these shells, and then you suddenly have this very happy, bouncing, dancing monkey going, oh, they're happy again.
Lure excitedly is like a kind of like tapping his foot.
Aww.
And that was all that was.
That was a cool idea for a puzzle.
Yeah,
That was neat.
that one was fun. That one was fun.
So I'm gonna go ahead and stop my screen share because we don't need that anymore.
Okay.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Cool. So you've now got this very happy pink monkey, and they're sort of doing this little dance around their little seashell garden, making very happy noises.
I guess we'll have to see where Threebeard went out before that, I guess?
Is anyone going to give him any prompting? We've identified that he's
Just-
thick as bricks,
yeah.
so...
Yeah, no. Lure just looks over at Threebeard. He's still kind of annoyed with him. I'm gonna be honest. He's still pretty annoyed with him, but he's not gonna scold him any further because he thinks that he's already got his point across.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
no, you definitely got your point across.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm trying to remember. My train of thought is lost. Hang on. What was the? Do you remember anything else that he might have lost?
He's going to have that thinking expression again. Stroke each of his beards.
Oh my god, he's
Thinking very hard, and then suddenly like, aha! Before I was at Shell Shore, I was that way, at the peninsula. Let's go, crew! Arr! And he's gonna trot off.
Okay.
Pug's trotting after him, and you can just see his little curly tail wagging.
Lure picks Pug up once more. Keep picking this pug up.
All right, cool.
You're just like, come on.
So
Come on, now.
one final travel montage later, you come to a peninsula on the side of the island, and it's very nice. You can see a nice view of the ocean, and the sun is very gently setting. And I'll get everyone to roll me a perception.
The
Perception
greatest roll
was it?
I've been
Everybody. Oh, you've had one good roll. One
Literally,
Holy
singular
moly.
good roll.
I've had like 2 in this entire
Oh,
game.
hey.
Oh no.
2 good rolls.
Oh yeah, this is bad. This is bad.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's failed dice rolls are starting to reach the rest of the.
Pug's not doing any better. Oh no.
Oh god. I highly doubt that Threebeard's gonna help us all because he's stupid.
I'll roll him one anyway. See what happens. If this is high, it's gonna be funny as well.
Laughing. Oh my god!
Wow. Horrible.
Okay. so that
Finally,
is
Oh my god.
redemption arc.
a 7, a 6, a 5, a 9, and a 17 from Threebeards the pirate. Oh
Somehow,
my
We're
god.
doing it.
against
It's
all
the
odds.
shining moment.
So you come out onto this peninsula and you're looking over the beautiful view that you can see. There are a few palm trees and the ocean and the gently setting sun. And as you're sort of admiring this landscape, there is a sudden ha-ha from Threebeards, and he suddenly has his shovel raised high over his head and he is sprinting away from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow it.
Yeah, we should follow him. He might hurt himself.
Yeah, Luke's also gonna follow, but he's also trying to make sure that nothing, that he doesn't ruin anything on this island.
Fair enough. What I will give everybody, even with that very large collection of under 10, is that this part of the island, curiously enough, does not have any holes in it.
Curious.
You sure you've been here?
I've been here before. Behold, the X! And he points down at the sand with the head of his shovel, and you can see the shadow of a palm tree. As a matter of fact, 2 palm trees, which are leaning over one another, making an X on the sand.
Huh.
There's an audible swap as Seven does a face palm onto his screen.
And Threebeards is now starting to dig.
We're
Anyone
kind
wanna
of
do
squints. We're kind of squints at that. He's like, "Oh God, is this like the right thing, or is?" He's still unsure if this is actually the right island. He doesn't want Threebeards to ruin another island. He's had to fix so many today.
Is anyone gonna do anything or just watch him dig?
She's just gonna watch him dig.
Ollie will help out and dig.
What about 7?
Seven's gonna help. But he's gonna pick Threebeards up and just kind of move him to the side and yeah.
Alright, no worries. So apart from Lure, who is just sort of watching, supervising, you've got Threebeard,
Just
7,
making sure.
Ollie, and Pug. Pug's doing the little doggy dig, digging up underneath these this shadow of these crossed over palm trees. And after a short while of digging, there is a tunk under the sand, and you dig the sand away, and there is a treasure chest.
Lord surprised, is in surprise, just kind of raises his eyebrow, and he's like, "Oh, he was right. Okay, thank God we didn't ruin a random island."
And Threebeard seems really, really excited. It's, "Arr, me treasure!" He's grabbing the chest and hauling it out of the hole onto the sand. And he kind of makes a hand motion, bade you all gather round and have a look. Are you going to all get close?
Yeah.
Hey, one thing
Let's get
Sure,
excited to fight
sure,
himself.
So you all get close, and he puts his hands on the chest and he lifts the lid, and there's that very typical cartoony gold shine, like light beaming from inside of the chest with a oh kind of noise. And what you're expecting probably is like gold and diamonds and stuff like that, but the chest seems mostly empty, and he reaches in and he grabs what is inside and pulls it out, and it is a photograph in a frame of what looks like another pirate in a dress. And he just holds it out in both hands, and then he kisses the frame and is like, "It's the greatest treasure of all, mateys. It's a picture of me mum."
I'm gonna go walk into the ocean.
Ollie, without looking at Seven, is just gonna grab onto Seven like, oh no, you
Yeah,
don't.
no. Lure punches Seven in the shoulder. Lure punches Seven in the shoulder. Lure is definitely he's kind of like, oh, as he watches Three Beards hold up the frame. He's like, oh, that's nice. As a parent,
Makes
he
me feel like
appreciates
a lamb.
this. He very appreciates this.
Ollie appreciates it too, frankly.
I just love that. I'm gonna go walk into the ocean. That's making me
Sorry.
No, it's good. Oh dear. Great. So you now have one very happy pirate holding onto this framed photograph of his mother, and Pug is standing there next to him, wagging his little tail, and he reaches behind him and pulls out that book with the pirate ship on the front that he had been reading at the beginning of your adventure, and he flips it open towards the end, and he goes, "And Threebeards the pirate learned how to retrace his steps and never lost his treasure again. The end." And he closes the book.
You better have.
And he closes
After
it,
all that.
closed, and as it goes, dunk, closed. Suddenly, you're back in the bookshop.
And I think it's still a mess.
Lure
Oh,
once
yeah.
more pats himself down. And he's like, "Wait, was it a fever dream?" he's once more
Ollie's
that
just-
whole
he looks
confused
a
thing.
little- Ollie's just like, you can tell his expression in return to Lure is just like, oh, you gotta be joking.
Hold on, wait. Lure's gonna rummage through his hammer space and see if he still has the same stuff from it before, because if he doesn't, he's gonna be convinced that this was a fever dream.
Roll your hammer space.
Okay.
Yep. You pull out a large pile of tropical fruit.
Okay, Lure's like, oh, thank God. I wasn't dreaming.
And Pug's sort
Imagine-
of looking at the book, and his little curly tail is wagging, and he just sort of looks up at you all, seems really pleased, and he goes, "That is my new favourite book. Do you think we can help the bookshop bounders retrace their steps and find what they're looking for, like we did in the story?"
Was that just story time?
Lure kind of gets up, puts the fruit back in his hammer space, and he kind of nods.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Ollie's like, yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay. Can I get everyone to roll either an investigation or a survival?
Okay. I
Survival
am so
or
much better at
investigation?
survival than investigation. No, not one.
Okay,
my
I'm
God,
gonna do
Lure.
survival.
Dice person, please stop being mean
Oh my
to my
God.
book, man. Oh my God.
Let's see
I'm
what
gonna
Ollie
explain
gets.
this
Let's
by
see, let's
seven
see,
of
let's see.
dice.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's bad.
I'm very
Wow.
happy to report that the difficulty class on this particular check was a 5.
Oh my.
Hey.
So, like, it's a little bit difficult because the bookshop bounders don't seem to speak common, even if they understand it. So it's a little
Lure
hard
doesn't
to,
speak common.
it's a little hard to kind of negotiate where they were and then where they were next.
Mm-hmm.
But after a little bit of negotiating, you lead these 3 little pootaroos to a big book that has sort of fallen off one of the shelves and is at the bottom of a pile. And Ollie got the highest roll, so you pull this book out, and it's this big children's book called Humongous Fungus. And you flip the pages of this book, and you can see slivers of dried mushrooms that had been used as a bookmark. And all of a sudden, you've got these really excited little critters, and they pull the mushrooms out, and they're all sort of nibbling on these dried mushrooms. And you've just got Pug sitting over near that counter, and he's just clapping his little paws.
Pug is so beloved.
I think that they want me to read to them.
They must have hidden those snacks for later. They love mushrooms, you see. Oh, well done. It's been such an honor having you in my shop. I think there's a reward I could give. Oh, 1 second. And he sort of ducks behind the counter, and you can hear this creak as it sounds like a trapdoor opening, and then these little pads down some stairs, and ruffle, 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 and then pads back up the stairs, and he comes over to you all, and he hands you 2 things each. There's a little business card looking thing that says Pug's Book Emporium Book Club membership, which entitles you each to a 15% discount on all purchases. And he also gives you each this tiny little book, which is your functional prize for today.
Oh!
I'll just get you the thing. It has the details. Where'd it go? There it is. So he has given you a tiny book of facts. A tiny book that fits in the palm of your hand. Once per day, you can consult the book for 1 fact about any topic, and the DM decides what fact you get.
Oh, I love
I
that.
really like that. That's cute.
Yes. I will say, okay. After Lur takes the book, he's just gonna let everyone else do their own thing as he rips off like a few pages from his own book head and then starts writing a bunch of stuff down.
And as he's given you these prizes, and he starts putting books back on the shelves where they'd been abandoned on the floor from the bounders throwing things all over the place. And he's still wagging his tail, and he looks at you all and says, "You're all welcome in my shop anytime you like. You and all of your friends are always welcome. And there's one thing you should remember is that we all love a good adventure, and Pug loves books." And that is where the game ends for today.
Okay. What I'm gonna say is after a while, Lur finally finishes writing everything down, and he hands Pug a few pages, and it's just a bunch of recipes that include mushrooms.
Oh, that's lovely.
Aww.
Pug likes that. He's going to do some attempt at cooking for the bookshop bounders. That's really sweet.
Yes, he gives a thumbs up.
Lovely. Well, that's all I've got for you today, guys. Thank you so much for playing with me. I hope you had a good time.
It was really fun. It was a delight.
Yeah, that was really cute. I like that. That was like charming.
No. I got to finally use my dad bookman.
We care your dad, Bookman. We care all these characters so
Dad.
much. That was so
Although,
much
yes,
fun.
we should definitely go back to the VC chat to
For
migrate.
sure.
Yeah,
All right.
I do need to head out to get food. Is the recording finished?
No, not yet. I was just about to say we should all say goodbye to our audience before we
Yeah.
start the recording. So everybody say bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.